Nigerians are suffering because of the insecurity and because of the detention or illegal incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. OGBUNIGWE laments. Jonathan urges Nigerians to keep hope alive amid challenges. We are saddened by your terrible rhetoric against Nigerian presidency. Against Nigeria. Presidency tackles Kemi Badenoch. Not my property. Ex-Petroleum Minister Dizani exposes owner of recovered $52.8 million loot. Anyway, my people, my fellow BIAFRANS, these and other headlines is what we are going to dissect this Monday morning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. I welcome you all to this episode of the ZUU Never See Anything. You can call it Exposition 001 of the current situation in the ZUU. You know, one thing about this government, they will always find a way to make some political statement, which people like us at this media space will always tell them what they have in mind. They sent Uzo Kalo to make that statement. I tell you the simple truth. You might not believe me, but I can tell you the truth. Nigeria, or whatever they call them, are feeling the heat of the sit at home in Biafra territory. They are feeling the heat about about the insecurity they imported in the southeast, thinking that they are doing it to the Biafrans. I once said earlier, any decision that the Northerners will make that will be in the benefit of the IGBOS, they rather not take it. It never stopped them anything, or it never take them anything to stop the insecurity that we are having today in the southeast. Because they the one that imported them. They know who they are. They are the one that give them unknown gunmen name. Forget about they are just using them now for political needs or just using them to indict IPOB. The so-called ZUU know the unknown gunmen are comprised of EFCC, DSS, police, military, and navy. All these people are the ones disturbing the southeast. Do not forget that one of the elder statesmen in the southeast by name Chief Dan Oras was kidnapped. And those people categorically told him before his face that the insecurity were imported. They are being contracted from center, from Abuja, to be destabilizing the southeast. All in the name of, or rather, all in the quest. They want to sabotage Nnamdi Kanu just to bring more charges upon him. But the more they try, the more they fail. So now they have sent OGBUNIGWE and APC chieftain to come and make this statement for you to know that they are feeling the heat. Anybody who can come out telling you that economy in the southeast is depreciating, they are killing the economic, lose so many trillions, my brother. If they lose trillions of naira in the southeast, that trillions of naira supposed to go in the coffer of the so-called federal government every Monday since the Monday sit at home started. So forget about this statement that despite the fact that he can use it for his own political gain, because in this message now he called for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a part to recovery from whatever that's happening in the southeast. But let's stop lying to ourselves. The ZUU are feeling the heat of the sit at home. That is why you see all the whole governors keep on, we have to sit at home. Soludo will come now, talk from Genesis to Revelation, speaking a long English. Peter Mba, we are eradicated. Only Alex Oti never come out and talk about sit at home because Alex Oti knows the truth. Forget he didn't say anything. Forget it's not even a comment to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Alex Oti knows everything. And in fact, secretly, I'm very sure his heart supports the sit at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. So, but I don't want to jump into the conclusion that OGBUNIGWE now is looking for another seat. Maybe looking for Senate. So that he want to buy the heart of Abia people and the whole of the southeast so that they will vote for him 2027 for him to become the Senate president. I don't want to believe that. But I can tell you that he was looking for something. Because all these our politicians in the southeast, each time they need something, from the people, or they want the backing of the people, that is when they will come out and begin to call for Nnamdi Kanu's release. After they did that, all of them will run. Where is Obiagota today? Where is Bianco Ojukwu? Where is Benjamin Okalo? All these ones are the ones who have been shouting, release Nnamdi Kanu, release Nnamdi Kanu. After they have gotten what they want from the government, because once you call Nnamdi Kanu's release, government will call you and give you appointment. My people, I beg, let us go straight to the reason why we're here this morning. There's no time to take time. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Nigerians, they never even start to see any suffering. This one is just the tip of the iceberg. Ndị Igbo na-atụnye n'otu oji nye nwata wele aka elu ahụ na-aka fụọ ya ofu ya ewetuo ya. And ahụ onye na-abịa agụgba nna benana yetu oji mbenana ji onwe ya. Ịgụgba mba alakpo n'ime shell ya ngụnwa ka jide na de onweghị ka iji. Abia North Senator Ojuzo Kalo has said that some of the challenges facing Nigeria could be solved in the southeast with the right atmosphere. Senator Kalo said that there was a need to restore the region to its peaceful state to fasten productivity of the country. They know. He stated that most of the items produced in China and other foreign nations could be produced in the region if security was guaranteed. Nigeria News report that Carlos stated this on Saturday in an interview with Arise News. He advocated for efforts to be made to fasten the release of the indigenous people of Biafra leader IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. The All Poverty Congress APC lawmaker and chieftain noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will start the second phase of his administration policies as soon as insecurity was defeated. I think Bola Ahmed Tinubu is coming there. I mean, Rome was not built in a day. We are just battling with the insurgents in our area, and gradually we are coming up. And as we are coming up, we will now start thinking on the next step. Once we calm down the insurgents or banditry and our unknown government and all the rest of them, the president and his team and all of us will advise him to open the chapter 2 of the book, and the chapter 2 will be development. Once you have no insurgents, you have no unknown government, and you don't have any disturbance about our people, we will talk page 2 of the development, he said, according to Ojuzo Kalo. Southeast potential. The former governor of Abia State emphasizes that the Southeast region needs a peaceful atmosphere, electricity, and good policies to maximize its economic potential. While acknowledging the need for Kanu to be released for the security of the region, Senator Kalo called on IPOB lawyers and judiciary to expedite actions on the legal process. We have always, people will say, we have always asked the president, according to the law, find the best way of law to address the issues of the Southeast, both the issue of IPOB, the issue of everybody to address this within the context of the law of Nigeria, so that possibly, very quickly, Nnamdi Kanu will be released from prisons and we will continue to live a better life and produce everything. Let me be honest with you, Nigerians are suffering because of the problem we are having in the Southeast. The Southeast can produce everything you buy in China. We can make them in Aba, Nnewi, and Onitsha. Everything you buy from China, just give us electricity. Give us the way that we need and give us the direction. We will produce everything that you produce in China. The technologies are there. Everything we have it, but we need a better atmosphere and a secure environment. We need to clean away properly. In agreement, they sit at home, which has cost hundreds of billions of naira out of the Southeast. We need to bring back the I can do it spirit. We need to send back egging by egging. We need to go back to what we know how to do, he stated. Tinubu believes in the capacity of the Southeast. The Abia North lawmaker explained that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was waiting for the judiciary to conclude the legal process on Kanu's case. That is rubbish, arrant rubbish. You couldn't even remember that so-called judiciary which discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. Even on that note, Kanu have pledged 1 million naira for any lawyer, whether past or present or a student, that will come up and show him why it is in the law. that the charges are acquitted and the government have to go and place what they call stay of execution. Up to now, nobody have come to claim the 1 million naira. He added that as soon as the judiciary has done everything in line with the rule of law, the president would intervene. He continued, when I was a governor, a lot of things were being manufactured in Aba. People have begged Aba people to stop putting made in Paris, made in Spain, made in Brazil. They should stop putting made in Aba. We can supply every equipment this country needs from the region, or rather from that region of the country. President Tinubu himself knows this. I can tell you twice he slept in Abia. When we were governors, he slept in Igbere and he saw it himself and he respects that. I'm sure once we have good atmosphere, the president will come back to do the needful in our zone. And I'm praying that both the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu and the courts, they should speed up and make sure that it is released according to law of Nigeria, because I am sure Bola Ahmed Tinubu will always live to respect the judiciary. People are calling him to intervene. Yes, he will intervene through the judiciary. The judiciary has to do its job and President Tinubu will intervene. So I believe that as soon as possible, the practical that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will release and the area will be very quiet. According to Hopeless Oduzokalo. Jonathan urges Nigerians to keep hope alive amid challenges. I am very sure that so-called Nigerians are swearing for this man because he put them into this mess. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has called on Nigerians to remain hopeful and resilient in the face of nation's daunting challenges, expressing confidence that the country can overcome its difficulties. Speaking over the weekend in Karu local government area of Nasarawa State, Jonathan made the remarks during the commissioning of soybean plant and refinery of the CSS Group. The event coincided with the birthday celebration of Professor John Kennedy Okpara, the former executive secretary of the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission, NCPC. The former president emphasized the importance of collective efforts in nation building and cautioned against the rising trend of immigration, popularly referred to as Japa. The event attracted a host of notable figures, including the former president of Sierra Leone, Ernest Bai Koroma, Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri, former governor of Cross River State, Professor Ben Ayade, and former Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Justice Walter Onehe. Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule was also represented by his deputy. He said, you don't need to japa. Those countries you are running to were built by people. We must build this country together and invest in it so that the youths can get jobs. We must not run away from our responsibilities. This country belongs to all of us and we must not abandon it. Similarly, Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri said, there is hope in Nigeria. So those who want to japa, please don't japa. Nigeria is a blessed country. If we all key into what the private sector is doing, no one will japa. In his remarks, President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, however, said the level of hunger in Nigeria is too high due to very high food price inflation, stressing that the federal government must take urgent steps to nip the situation in the mud. He said, accelerated efforts are needed to expand food production, lower the price of food commodities, eliminate food import dependency, and support local farmers in Nigeria to feed Nigeria. There's no doubt that Nigerian farmers can feed Nigeria. They did when I was Minister of Agriculture under President Jonathan. The price of rice at that time was 8,000 naira per bag. Today, it is over 100,000 naira per bag. What a shame. Nigeria should have bold programs and policy support for its farmers. It should also provide incentives for agri-business to support agricultural value chains from food production to processing, value addition added, packaging, and market supply. Additionally, disclosed that the African Development Bank and its partners were supporting the federal government of Nigeria and implementing a $538 million program for the development of special agro-industry processing zones in 8 states in the country: Cross Rivers, Imo, Oyo, Ogun, Kaduna, Kano, Kwara, and FCT. The second phase of the special agro-industrial processing zones will cover all remaining 28 states of Nigeria. The SAPS Phase 2 is planned with a financing target of $1 billion from the African Development Bank, the Arab Bank for African Economic Development, and the private sector, he added. On his part, Kuroma said, if positive things happen in Nigeria, we are happy because Africa can only get it right when Nigeria gets it right. We are saddened by your terrible rhetoric against Nigeria. Presidency tackles Kemi Badenoch. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration had urged the United Kingdom's UK's Conservative Party leader Kemi Badenoch to avoid denigrating Nigeria. Nigerians report that the Nigeria-born politician made headlines in 2024 over the repeated onslaught against the country of her birth. While delivering her first speech of the year at an event organized by Onward, a British think tank that researches economics and social issues, Badenoch said, "Does no one pretend to be like Nigeria's terrible government which destroys lives and properties?" The Tory leader highlighted the importance of building trust, saying the Conservative Party is the right group to fix Britain because the UK could become like Nigeria if the system is not reformed. Reacting in a post on X on Sunday, the special advisor to the president and policy, Daniel Bwala, asked Kemi to stop using Nigeria as a weapon to please her far-right support base. According to the information, he wrote, "I truly wish that Sister Kemi Badenoch will avoid denigrating Nigeria, the country of her origin, as a weapon to please her far-right base. Rishi Sunak never weaponized the gang rape and other vices in India, the country of his origin, just as he impressed the far-right base. She is smart, intelligent, and we are proud of her rise in politics in UK. But we are equally saddened by her terrible rhetoric against Nigeria." The last but not the least, "Not my property." Ex-Petroleum Minister Dizani exposes owner of recovered $52.8 million loot. Nigeria's former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Dizani Alison Madueke, has clarified that she is not connected to the $52.5 million that was recently brought back to the country from the United States of America, USA. Nigerian news record that the federal government on Friday, January 10, announced the receipt of $52.88 million in recovered Galactica assets linked to the former Minister of Petroleum. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi announced the recovery during a formal signing ceremony of the Asset Return Agreement in Abuja. Fagbemi explains that the $50 million of the recovered funds will be channeled through the World Bank for the development of rural electrification projects. The remaining $2.88 million, he added, will be allocated to the International Institute of Justice to enhance the justice system and support anti-corruption initiatives. However, in a statement issued on Sunday, Dizani, who has been residing in the United Kingdom since departing from Nigeria, asserted that the funds associated with her in the media is illicit gains actually belong to the Nigeria's oil entrepreneur Kola Aluko. Finally responding to the alleged recovery through her attorney, Mike Ozekome-san, Dizani maintained that the term Dizani loot is unfounded as she had no involvement in the circumstances surrounding the forfeiture of the funds by its rightful owner. Expressing her stance, the former minister stated that the $52.5 million originated from a vessel that was confiscated by the American authorities from Kola Aluko, which was subsequently sold, with the proceeds returned to Nigerian federal government. had this disavowal of ownership over the funds was detailed in an extensive press release issued by issued on Sunday by the chambers of Mike Ozekome-san, titled "There's No Such Thing as Designing Loot." In conclusion, he said those purveyors and peddlers who habitually spin these outrightly false, unfounded, defamatory, unintelligent, and indefensible narratives to degrade and humiliate her should please find better use of their time and leave designing Alison Madeke alone. Let the law take its natural course without interference, we humbly pray, according to Mike Ozekome Chambers. So my good people, now here we go take back break. Make on a like, share, comment, and keep subscribing to this channel because more of these videos will be coming your way. My name still remains Amanda Neze, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, where we always speak to you the undiluted truth about everything and anything you need to know. So keep on sharing. This week, it shall be well with all of us. Me and you, we must surely attain to our greatest height in this week. And the God of our land, the God of the land of Biafra, will bless each and every one of us as you type a mighty amen at the comment section. Okay, we'll be of good courage and maintain the status quo. We'll be right back. Bye for now, my people. Ke Mesiano.